Some of you have been wondering why I've asked for these reviews to be made. Well, you see, at Hollywood Nick's Videorama, we have our customers watch one of these short reviews before each and every video they rent. That way they make sure they're getting exactly what they want. Because the only thing worse than renting a bad movie is having to give a refund to a customer with bad decision-making skills. I see you're interested in watching Journey to the Center of the Earth. Here's what you need to know about this movie. This film stars Nicola Cowper, Elin Mitchell-Smith, Paul Carafotes, Janny Duplessis, and Jeff Weston. Christina is a British nanny that, through some miscommunication, is hired to look after a fading rock star's dog in Hawaii. While she's there, she meets Richard, Brian, and Sarah, a group of siblings that are staying in Hawaii for vacation. They all end up exploring a cave, and before you know it, well later than that, some of the group ends up in the city of Atlantis, which is located at the center of the Earth. The others go home and live happily ever after, or so we can assume, because they never show up again after about 40 minutes into the movie. So this movie was originally not intended to be a sequel to anything, but was turned into a sequel to Alien from LA in order to finish the movie. It does have some character tie-ins such as Shank and General Rykov and a few others. Another tie-in it has is a lot of references to Wanda Saknussemm and the events that happened in the first movie once the characters actually get to Atlantis. Speaking of which, Kathy Ireland is in the movie for a few seconds and she has no lines at all, which makes me think that they just used recycled footage for her appearance as well. The original version of this movie actually started filming before Alien from LA and was finished after Alien from LA. Shots from the original script of the movie that were already filmed are actually still seen within this movie, but they're used as dream sequences. I guess they didn't want to let good shots go to waste. So the short answer is no, it is not a good sequel to Alien from LA. Like Alien from LA, the lighting and sets and characters were really cool, and it was a lot easier to see. It wasn't quite as dark, but that was about it. Everything else. So this movie reused footage from Alien from LA and was obviously pieced together, which led to the movie being very incoherent. It started very slowly, and by the end of the movie, the last 20 to 30 minutes was extremely rushed, which includes a very abrupt and incoherent ending. The other thing was they never really do explain how when Wanda goes to Atlantis, she starts in North Africa, and the group in this movie starts in Hawaii. So I guess the city really is in the very center of the Earth. No one can expect what happens in this movie because, like I said, it's a mess. No, because this film creates more questions than it answers. Alien from LA is the only tie-in to this movie. Other than the title, Journey to the Center of the Earth, and someone with the last name Saknussemm, it's not tied into any of the other Journey to the Center of the Earth movies at all, and has very little connection with those movies. If the lesson of this film was why you shouldn't try to finish an unfinished movie, then it definitely taught its lesson. Some fun facts about this movie are Emo Phillips was in the dream sequence. Apparently he must have been one of the characters in the original script of the movie that never got finished, and they recycled that footage. Albert Pyun hated how they handled the editing of this film, and because of which his name is not in the credits. Another thing I wanted to add is in the movie they mention trolls a lot. And on the cover there's pictures of trolls, but unless you include the creatures in the dream sequence, there are no trolls at all. Another weird fact about this movie is before the credits they show pictures of the individual characters, multiple pictures of them, like you would before you show the actor or actress's name for the credits to say, hey, this is who played that character. But they don't show their names at all. They just show montages of each character and not the actors that play them. So stop into Hollywood Nick's Videorama and rent your copy today. And you don't even have to bring it back if you don't want.